Gitanjali Kumar, let me just come across to you first at this now at this point. Gitanjali, you deal with children. Now, if you have algorithms which people say will be able to generate more based on user patterns, so what? Parents may say, we'll control it, let the kids learn, let the kids use. What's the problem here?
The problem here is very basic and simple, that these algorithms which then tend to pick and choose the program which the child is going to like, as Rashmi was also talking about, then the social media has a reinforcing effect. It is of reinforcing nature. So I tend to like it, I want more. Ye dil mange more. Because there is a good feeling, there is a happy feeling. Now that happy feeling is coming because my brain is releasing dopamine. Now this dopamine makes me feel good and nice, and I want to have more of these programs. So the more of these programs I want to watch, I enjoy, and gradually it becomes addictive. So when the parent wants to restrict the screen time, the child is not ready. The child turns out to be rebellious, defiant, aggressive. Anxiety builds into the child. There are a lot of other factors that tend to impact the child's mind. Definitely cognitive delays are there, but along with cognitive delays or cognitive malfunctioning, there's a lot of mental health issues. So much of anxiety and depression we are seeing. The idea of FOMO, that I am being left out. They are not able to enjoy the concept of JOMO, joy of missing out, because the likes matter to me. Why am I not getting the like? I want to see more of my likes. So all this leads to a lot of anxiety in that child. There are focus issues in the child. Concentration is a problem.
The person who's part of an industry that actively engages in AI algorithms, I'm trying to get a perception, I'm trying to understand what's with the social media and AI algorithms that Elon Musk had to flag it off.
Okay, so first flag, red flag would be that whenever a young child goes to a social media, there is a lot of personal information that gets shared. That's one of the biggest red flag which Elon Musk has shared. Second is, there are not only social media, there are various AI algorithms which are vulnerable. The child becomes vulnerable because there are compromised policies behind that. Right, the AI algorithms which are being designed, they are designed to take as much as data as possible. So if you talk about specifically from the AI point of view, the AI can even understand. You will not believe, there are smart speakers available, there are smart remotes available, right? Anything which you are even talking, right? Even that's all the information is getting somewhere at the back end. Somewhere the data digging is happening on the AI algorithms. So that's there from the AI part.
All right, okay. Kasturi Shankar, if I can come to you, you're an actor, you're a celebrity yourself, you have children. Is the worst over for you, if I may?
I'm going to be honest. I was a Mahabharata Ramayana kid. When I was growing up, my grandmother used to tell me stories and feed me food. Now, in my generation, my kids, they are Peppa Pig kids. They are cartoon kids. My elder daughter grew up on a diet of cartoons. My son, who is Generation Alpha kid, he grows up on YouTube videos, right? Unfortunately, this generation, the mobile phone has taken the place of the grandma, of the mother, of the teacher, and the babysitter all in one. That is where the danger lies. In my household, we have to, I've learned it the hard way. I found it, I'll be honest, I admit, I confess that I used to think, oh, this guy is not eating, so okay, we'll show his favorite cartoon. And then, lo, he's so absorbed in the in the YouTube video that I can feed him easily. This was a shortcut I was taking with my busy
Let's
schedule.
face it,
And now
Kasturi,
I've
it
taken
does
a
make
step back
life
and I've
easy
realized,
when you are so pressured for time, when the kid is not consuming anything, when the kid is not eating anything for the kid's well-being. You just feel at
no,
times,
but
why
you
not
have
just
to,
distract?
it's the
Why not
danger.
just feed? And
The
that perhaps
danger
is a big, big trap.
No. That's the thing. The thing is, as long as it was, see, my daughter's generation, she also was tracked and catered to, as Mr. Barjatya was saying. But, you know, like every time she takes up a cartoon channel, which was her favorite go-to channel, a children's channel, they would bombard her with advertisements for toys, for bubble gum, for candy, for clothes. So, you know, we were pressured by children to make some major decisions in the house regards shopping. But now it's gotten one step ahead and one step worse, because now the AI algorithm tracks a child's activity, knows what the child is amenable to, what it is likely to buy, in what way. It needs to feed you the message that you need to buy stuff. You need some stuff to feel fulfilled. And at what age? Forget about 2 or 3 year olds. I think they're not at that much danger because we monitor them. They are in our hands. They are in our presence. But beyond 5 or 6, I mean, once they start going to school, the other children are also influencing them. It's a big problem because the AI will define what you're going to think. And that spoon feeding is where the danger lies. And it's not a danger just to the children, it's a danger to the parents. The parents have to make tough decisions. You have to spend that time. Stop trying to relax. I know it sounds terrible, but I have the right to say so because I've done it at great expense to myself. Fire the babysitter, shut off the mobile. Throw your children out to play outside. As Musk himself said, throw them out. You have to literally, my son, I have to kick him out to go and do something physically active. But you have to, because the times have changed. Other children are also sitting and gaming. So I have to tell my child, no, you have to go play baseball. You have to go play basketball. I have to compel my son to do it. And it's a goat rope. It's an uphill task. And I think now the responsibility, the focus on parents with all this AI has become higher, because I'll be honest, sometimes I pull the phone away from my son, I pull the iPad away from my son, and then I get hooked to it. I start watching what he's watching. It is such a quagmire. It just sucks you in. So if it can do that to an adult, imagine what it will do to the kid. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's no...
Sure.
It's like losing weight. You can do it surgically. You can use drugs to do it. But at the end, you have to do it the hard way. There's no shortcut.
Okay. Gitanjali, if I can come to you at this point. So, Gitanjali, how would you break this down? Now, if we know about it, if there are parents who are saying, listen, I'm going to work, I don't have an option but to give the screen time to the child. I don't have enough care to ensure that there is somebody who's going to take care of the child without giving the screen time. If the child is going to an X place for babysitting, the screen is being used there. So if the screen is everywhere, and if a child anywhere from the age of 1 till 16 is being sent there, there are ways of how to regulate it, but how much can a parent really control this, and how much does a parent really need to control this in today's time?
Definitely, parent does need to control and regulate it till we work on our parenting in a manner that the child learns some impulse control. In this time, in this present time of parenting, where the children are being fed or are being they're brought up with the idea of entitlement. The idea of entitlement is so much in them that they demand and they want it. Instant gratification is what they are growing up with. So parenting will have to be regulated in the manner that the child learns to listen to the no. If the support or the care we have,
No,
we'll have
but
to monitor and supervise that
allow me to
person,
come
that
in
that
here.
person doesn't look for such shortcuts.
You know,
Yes, yes.
if you're talking about entitlement and if you're talking about instant gratification, hey, that was there even for the earlier
Yeah.
generations. That was there even for me when I was growing up. That was there for even, our parents when they were growing up. It was a different form of instant gratification. It was a different form of entitlement.
No,
So if that
Let,
is what it
let
is
me
about,
explain.
is it such a big deal?
No, let me explain. When you grew up, or for that matter, I grew up, or your parents grew up, the quantum of instant gratification was not that much as we have now. Remember the Doordarshan times when it was switched on, we had to wait for so many minutes with gaping eyes when a small dot appeared on the screen and the dot grew up to a image which we saw. So the concept of waiting and watching, pausing in life, it is actually missing.